Hello and hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming on by. Today we have a special request, a special reaction coming up, and I hope that you're ready for it. I got the headphones on. I got it on in the intro. Anyways, this is a very special request because this is a birthday request. Did you guys say birthday? I always get made fun of how I say it, birthday. Anyways, happy birthday to Ariadne. Ariadne. There's several ways to pronounce it because I wanted to make sure I had it correct, but I saw that there were several different ways. So, Aria? Can I say Aria? Can I call you Aria? Thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. And once again, a big happy birthday to you. Hope that you have a great one out there and you're partying or sipping on something at home, whatever you're doing. Hope you're celebrating it in whatever way you want to celebrate it. And today we're going to celebrate it by listening to this band, Nihonjin? No, that's the name of the album. The band name is Far Out. The album name is Nihonjin, and we're going to take the first track off the album, which is Too Many People. There's another track, the title track, on the second side, which we'll take as well. Not in this video, but we'll do that shortly here. So we're going to take the first track, Too Many People. This was released in 1973. Now, Ariadne, you had given me three different options, three different suggestions to celebrate your birthday. You said this, Nihonjin by Far Out. You gave me an album from The Art of Noise. Then you gave me an album by Joy Division, Closer. Why did I choose this one? Why did I choose this one? Because it's, as far as I can tell, kind of the most obscure out of these. And like, at some point, we're going to do Closer by Joy Division. Art of Noise, got it coming up. You know, but with this one, this is kind of the obscure. This is the, as far as I know, like the lesser known. So let's go ahead and start there. Let's start in the obscure and then work our way into maybe things that more people know, you know? We give everything a chance here on the channel. Don't always have to do the most popular, the most known. We do what we want over here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to the track here. I'm going to pull it up so I don't talk too much. That's it. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it after. Here we go, guys. I was going to say I tested the volume before starting, so I know it's coming. It's either going to come in really hard and heavy and fast and scare me, or to be a gentle rise. Kind of a staticky wind. Gentle rise. That melody is so faint in the back. I like how this clear melodic guitar carries a sense of sadness and melancholy.
Not caring for others. I've tried hard, like old people should. Help a lot, help a lot to people like you and me.
They didn't disappoint.
Never on my mind. I concentrate to find a way, but you know, but you know, we just need time.
Nice soft return with the solo. What a perfectly touching solo. It's got some grit to it. We're taking a little bit of a Sabbath turn here. We went from Pink Floyd emotional solo to Black Sabbath. Seems like. That's Shark in the Water. They're tiptoeing around the devil's playpen right now. This is like a gentle kind of heaviness, right? Why did I say tiptoeing around the devil's playpen? Another solo? I like how different this solo, the feeling is from that first one. When he opened up into that crash, you felt it coming. They don't want to like release so quickly. Holding on, constantly building onto that tension. And that's some sitar too. Okay, here we go. They like take it down, and now we're in the rise. We're in the top of the volcano. And I feel like we're gonna jump off. Jump in. The drumming is becoming much more anxious. That's them blowing the top off. That was a cool section. That's like really dancing on a volcano, dancing around this danger, this tension. And now back into this gentle fold. like how now that gentle solo comes back as the first one, but now if the sitar playing in the background. Okay, instead of guitar from before. There you go. There you go. There's your return.
I've tried hard. There could be books everywhere.
Guitar is so sensational throughout this whole track. It just feels good every time it comes around, sweeping you away with that guitar. Some of that distortion kicking up in the back. There's that climax! Guitar taking it higher. Feels good. Constant kick. Matching that guitar very harmoniously. Jeez. All right, the final strike, the final note, that kind of hit me really hard. Okay. Ariadne. Ari. I know that you've been watching for a long time, right? I've chatted with you back and forth in comments occasionally. And so you know what I like. And I feel like in part, besides of course you wanted to recommend a track that you like and you enjoy, you know what I like, and I think that you've directed me to this track and to this band. because you had a feeling that I would probably like it. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, Too Many People is such a perfectly portioned, perfectly concise epic. I think that it hits all the right notes, hits all the perfect compositional parts, and I think that it makes a statement. And I know it's an 18-minute song, which is long, but it doesn't feel long at all. There's nothing that drags. There's no sections that feel out of place. It feels like a 3-part track, and it's basically, I don't know, I don't see any like sweet names or anything like that in here, but I don't know. Intro, the what did I call it? Dancing in the Devil's Den section, and then a reprise of the intro. And I think that the way that the band contained all that and brought everything back is incredibly satisfying to listen to. I think that this was just a really great track. I'll say that the intro with the sound effects took a little bit. It took a little while to get going, but once that guitar slowly faded in with that gentle melody, you knew you were in for at least a decent song. And I was like, okay, I hear the guitar. It's taken, I don't know, 2 minutes or so, however long it was to get through the sound effects in the beginning, but it was going somewhere. And then as that gentle guitar became the main melody, the bass and the drums began to enter in, and then the singer, of course, then it became something very, very like solidly satisfying to listen to. The singing, I really like the voice. Let me pull up names. I got it all right here. Hold on. So Fumio Miyashita is the vocalist here, who also handles some other instruments as well, acoustic guitar, harmonica, moog, and other things. Very gentle, water flowing with the song kind of singing, kind of delivery. Especially noticed, I would say, in the verse. I mean, he only sings really 2 verses here, the beginning and the end. It's the same lines and same lyrics. But I especially noticed it at the end when the solo from the guitar is going off, and the way that he specifically is harmonizing with the guitar. It's so satisfying. What starts as a gentle stream vocally becomes I don't want to say a raging river, but a river of force, a river of power and dimension, as we get overpowered by that particular kind of wave and stream later on at the end when the climax comes in. Okay, so let's talk about the composition of everything, because I think that it's sensational. So like I said, with the first part, that gentle intro, sweeping guitar, really nice bass, and like everything is just kind of moving you gently along. Then the guitar solo, that first one, comes in, and it has a Gilmour-esque kind of quality to it, where it's those long, emotional, sustained notes that I love, and I'm sure a lot of other people love. That's going to be Aichi Sayu on the lead guitar. Absolutely sensational, played with great emotion, great handling of the instrument, not a note too much, and not a note too too little. Yeah, just really perfectly minded towards the song. Then we change gears from a gentle stream, and we kind of hit a rocky bed with, I don't know why. I don't know why I said that during the song, but when it gets into that more distorted, almost quietly Black Sabbath-y part, I don't know why it made me think of Tiptoeing Around the Devil's Playground or Devil's Den. I don't know why that was what I thought of, but it works because it sounds subtle, it's heavy, but it's not in like an all-out brash metal way. It's kind of in this kind of quiet, sneaking around, anxiety-building, tension-inducing kind of way, which I thought was fantastic. When the guitarist comes back in, when Aichi comes back in playing that particular part, we get another solo that still has an emotional heart to it, but this time it's more of a heart attack. This time there is tension and terror being brewed from it. And I guess another way, like I was mentioning, was it felt like the constantly building up and walking up into this volcano, and then at the end kind of jumping off the edge as it kind of crashed out in there. And what I really liked about that section was that there was never, I mean, there was one point actually, I should say, but for the most part, it kind of, this is going to sound like a negative, but I don't mean it in a bad way. It dragged. It didn't really like become this full-fledged breakdown or, you know, this heavy, monotonous kind of mountain falling kind of thing, which could have been cool, but it was just kind of dragging us up this particular volcano, up to this rising heat. We begin to feel the flames licking our cheeks. We begin to like see over the edge of the volcano and see the lava, and it's bubbling, it's coming up. But it briefly erupts. And then we go back into the reprise, the ending, which is basically the first part, just with even more sensational musicianship, great guitar, and then a great send off with everyone in the band joining in. And what I thought was really cool is I would say from that second section, the volcano section, first the drummer Manami Arai. The drumming starts off simple, and especially as it gets to that second section, it begins to get more complex. It begins to bring us something extra. It has a marching kind of feel in that volcano section, and then as it moves on into the finale, it erupts even more. So I just like how you could apply this to all the members of the band and the music itself, how it grew so perfectly into that final section. It felt so rewarding to listen to. It felt like we earned it because we had journeyed through Mordor or whatever kind of place you want to say. You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, I just feel I like how it had different feelings, and it had a great connection between those feelings. It really brought it together really well. That was really, really nice. I like that a lot. Now, let's look at the lyrics, though. Wish there's not too many to look at. And these two verses were just repeated both times. Also, I forgot to mention, because I couldn't find a lot of information on the band, so I'm using Prague Archives. They're from Japan. Forgot to mention that. And Nihon, if I remember correctly, is Japan. The singer is singing in English, and he sounds great. I love when you can hear little accents in a singer's voice from wherever they're actually from, like, you know, from Japan, but singing in English. But I love how you can hear the accents in them. It just feels so authentic, you know, not trying to sound like an English person or sound like anyone Western. Sound like yourself. Be yourself in any way. Kind of like how listening to, like, you know, the singer from Can, kind of get a similar thing. Too many people not caring for others. I've tried hard, like all people should. Help a lot, to people like you and me. My memory lingers, never off my mind. I concentrate to find the way. But you know, we just need time. It's a very simple message, but it's also very, very effective. Too many people. What's too many people? Too many people for what? Well, he says, too many people not caring for others. It's a simple, positive, outspoken message of we need to do better to care for each other, to love each other. I like that. I like motivation. I like encouragement. I like positivity. And the music feels like that. You know, the first part is gentle and I would say motivating, inspirational, especially with the guitar. And then the struggle, the conflict in that middle section of perhaps not being able to help anyone or not being able to help everyone, right? He even says that. You know, I've tried hard like all people should to people like you and me. He's trying to help everyone, but you can't fix everything. But then that reaffirmation, that rejuvenation at the end when it's that sensational finale of let's try it again. I can do my part. And like I always say, if everyone does a little part in your particular circle, well, all of a sudden the world is a better place before you know it. So I think that's, to me, always a much needed message, no matter what time period it is, you know? So I think that this was a really great song with a really worthy ending. And it had everything that I liked about it, you know, like everything that I would enjoy. And like I said, I think the intro with the sound effects kind of goes on a little bit too long with not much to say, but I'm not hating it, you know? I'm not mad at it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the music. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And Ariadne, happy birthday in case I didn't say it. In case I didn't mention it. I was gonna like try and find some like the poppers, like like I don't know what they're called. But I didn't. So just just imagine that they're here, you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great birthday. And I will see you all later. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ariadne. Happy birthday to you.
See, you got to stick around to the credits for that.